It's time for change.
I'm Margaret Tusz-King. I'm the Green Party candidate in the riding of Tantramar. I've lived in Sackville for more than 10 years. It's a beautiful place. My husband, Eric, and I have 4 children and 2 grandchildren. My first job was as a pharmacist. After working for 13 years as a pharmacist and also volunteering in food banks, I became very concerned about issues of poverty and economic justice in our community. I went back to school, did a master's in adult education, and became a full-time activist and adult educator. Currently, I'm the program director at Tantramar Center, which is a charitable non-profit adult education and retreat center of the United Church of Canada. We do program development in programs that meet the needs of community organizations, individuals, and churches. I'm a municipal councillor in the town of Sackville. 2 years ago, I was elected on a platform of sustainability, accountability, and transparency. In the last 2 years, we've been able to achieve a wonderful thing. Our community is now doing a sustainability plan. Sustainability is a big issue not only in Sackville but all of Tantramar, because most of our riding is at sea level. There are many individuals and communities that will be affected very soon by rising sea level as a result of climate change. In Sackville, we're doing a sustainability plan which will help us to plan for the future economically, environmentally, and socially around the changes coming. And not only that, we're also participating in a regional sustainability plan so that many other parts of the Tantramar riding will also benefit from this proactive planning. As a town councillor, I had expected that I'd be able to achieve my vision very quickly. One of the things I learned, though, as a councillor was that we have a lot of structural and systemic problems within government. In fact, for the last 2 years, most of my work has been around governance issues, policy development, bylaws, the kinds of tools and structures we need in order to implement the kinds of policies we want. One of the things that really was concerning for me was what happened when we were looking at creating a new contract for our garbage tender. What we wanted to do was to include environmental concerns as one of the criteria for our tender. What happened was we found that according to the provincial rules, we were not allowed to look at any variable except price when it came to selecting the tender. So if we had a company that had really energy efficient trucks or had a plan that would use less fossil fuels because of really good proactive planning for the company, that didn't count. We could only go by the bottom line, which was price. That is a policy that needs to change at the provincial government level. Coincidentally, 3 political parties asked me to represent them in the upcoming provincial election. I looked at the Green Party platform and it looked like the best of all of the possible worlds. In fact, when I met the people in the Green Party, I found that they were from every party. The blurring lines of Liberal, Conservative, and NDP just do not describe what the Green Party is. Most of us are there because we have concerns, we have passions about the issues, and we have ideas for making real change based on our experiences. One of my top concerns is government decision making. We need to use full cost accounting when we are assessing all of the costs of our decisions. Full cost accounting includes not only economic, it also includes environmental and social costs. You know that when you're making a purchase of something, there can be environmental ramifications. We need to make sure that the real costs to our health and our environment are accounted for when we're looking at the bottom line of any decision. Something that is of real concern in the Tantramar riding, and in fact on all coastal ridings or communities in New Brunswick, is the rising sea levels associated with climate change. We need to plan for that. Not only do we need to reduce our carbon emissions to mitigate that, We also have to come up with adaptive strategies for our communities. This involves community local decision making. The Green Party's priority is on local decision making, creating the structures, enabling people, and welcoming the input of people in communities to self-direct their futures. The Tantramar Family Resource Center is one of the best kept secrets in Sackville. It's a group of professional women and men who are developing programs for families with children up to age 6. They have absolutely no core funding, and they're doing such great work. It's really important for us to support volunteers in our community and provide the resources for these kinds of enterprises of social value to continue. I'm very keen to support the Family Resource Center and make sure that we also develop the community health centers as our policy and platform describes, to connect with these people so that they can do their work even better in the region. I think that over time, people have become more and more discouraged about politics. Right now, among the people I know who are supporting the Green Party, most of us have no political experience at all. We don't know how to get involved. We're a little bit afraid. But you know, this is an opportunity we've never had before. An opportunity for a fresh approach, an approach that's looking into the future, one that our grandchildren are going to be so proud of. Vote Green this September. Bring your friends. Make it a party. It's going to be great.